be more happy for me, Jeremy. Come
What
on
in
now.
the world?
I said Jazzy, Jersey, and Sienna. Come on,
Yeah,
Jeremy.
it was like
Come on,
you
man.
gotta play
Come,
you gotta
come
play the game
on.
show. You gotta play the game show on Jeremy Face.
I don't know, Jeremy. Something happened with your sound. We can't hear you. Your sound is gone. I
Hey,
can't hear you.
man.
They said not with Corey there. Fire Corey and maybe.
Hey, listen, you don't need
We're
Corey.
trying to get.
You don't need Corey. You once
We're trying to get
listen.
Rob in there, or Coach Coleman as a
Oh
duo
yeah.
or something.
Oh yeah. You.
Figure out something.
Right.
Hey, listen. We don't
Mondo,
even.
Jersey is whose? You think Jersey going to UConn? Really? I hadn't heard that one.
Jersey going to UConn.
All right. So if you so you do know Russell Westbrook got some play into where Jersey's going, right? So
No, I didn't. And tell me why. That I didn't know why.
he do sponsor her, and Sierra Cannon wherever she goes.
Okay.
And she also, was part of his AAU basketball team till she just switched over. So I mean, he do have a little say so in the sponsorship piece of it, of the NIL piece of
Jersey
it.
staying home. I think Jersey's staying in Cali, and I don't. Jersey don't look like a USC kid to me. She look. I've been saying it since the first time I seen. She looked like a UCLA kid.
Yeah, she probably continue to say like.
I'll say this though, says if Jazzy Davis hit that portal now, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing from USC.
Okay, so you don't got to hear nothing, but let me ask you this: if Jazzy Davis hits the portal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does South Carolina have a chance, or will she hit the portal with like a DNC and know where she's going?
I'm gonna say no because I know the relationship her and Sienna Betts has.
So you think it would be to reunite with somebody she's played with before? Okay.
Mm-hmm. But
got a hot take question here. Oh, go ahead.
But her and Sienna has always played USA basketball every year together. That's where, and they play with Jersey, so they already familiar with each other.
Got you. Hot take question for the panel. Who are your top 3 coaches and bottom 3? Even if your bottom 3 are the coaches others think are the top. Top 3 and bottom 3 coaches. Goodness, Jeremy, there you go. Jeremy, there you go with the sad face again. Jeremy,
I'm not.
Come on, man.
I'm thinking.
You gotta buy in, bro.
It is my thinking face.
That's your thinking face. Okay, my bad. That's your thinking face. I thought you were sad again. Come on, Jeremy, stay with us. What you got?
I'll tell you my. I'll tell you my top 3. My top 3 is Gino, Dawn, and Pat. Gino, Dawn, and Kim. You got to put Kim there. You got to put Kim on that list.
Gino, Dawn, Kim. Okay.
No, you don't.
I got to put Kim on that list. Got to respect the four.
Tell me why you feel like you have to put Kim there.
Kim, I gotta respect. You still gotta respect the 4 natties, even though, sometimes even though the last couple of years has been a little questionable, you still gotta respect the 4 natties that she got, and her leading LSU to a championship.
Okay,
so do you want active coaches or just in general? That's going back to the question. Is that active or overall? College coaching, women's college coaches.
So, Jeremy, why you don't want to give us your bottom 3? You don't want to hurt nobody feelings?
Oh no, let's do top 3. Let's do top 3 so you can think about it. So we can come to.
Okay, no, because I see Brittany saying, "Can we do bottom 3 too?" So we will do bottom 3. We'll do bottom 3. So active. Let's keep it active, coach. Let's keep it active.
I'm going Don. So I'm going Don, Gino, Coach Yo.
Okay. Oh, I forgot you, Coach Yo.
That for active, that's where I will be. About the same. Joni was headed that way, and then she just dropped. She messed everything up for me.
Oh yeah, we just had a conversation about her.
Yeah, I missed that one. I didn't catch the live one. I had to switch over that, so I'll go back and listen. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Rob, on that right there.
I mean, the only thing with Joni is that she just needs to upgrade her assistants. That's the biggest problem I see from her. She needs to upgrade her assistants for her to be able to do something in the SEC.
You said her assistant coaches?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you pay, you get what you pay for, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeremy, you want to kick it off, or you want me to kick it off with the bottom 3?
The bottom 3?
Yeah. Your bottom 3.
Bottom 3, Coach G, Chloe Close. I would say Oklahoma's coach, in my opinion.
Ooh.
Oklahoma's coach, I think she's a little overrated to me. So, but definitely Coach G and Chloe Close. Chloe Close, I don't care of UCLA having the number ones. Like Chloe Close is a little overrated, in my opinion. So.
Tom replaced Winston Gandy with. She replaced Winston Gandy with Wendell Farrell. I did a story on him. Check him out. Fascinating.
Okay.
I got a question for y'all before you do your other top. Is Brenda Frese anywhere near your top 3 coaches?
Yeah, she'll be like she'll finish out between 5 and 10 for sure because she's still kind of on the fence, kind of setting her ways, trying to mingle with the new wave. Mm-hmm. She's struggling. She's on the struggle bus, but the thing is, she knew how to coach that game before NIL. You've seen that, so she knows the X's and O's. Now, can she make that full transition to the NIL era and how it's coached now, how the game's coached now?
Okay. I'm interested to see who everybody in the chat who they bottom 3 is. That's what
I like Yo. I like Don. Gino is a legend. I was thinking about Brenda Frese, and then I was thinking about just for like last year.
They like, can we do bottom 3?
So all right. So listen, I'll give my bottom 3. My bottom 3 is Coach G, Coach Corey, Coach Vic. That's my bottom 3.
You say it one more time.
Coach G, Coach Corey, Coach Vic. Those are my bottom 3.
Oh, Vic Schaefer's a bottom 3.
Okay. So are we staying in the SEC or just any random?
That's anywhere because that's all over the place.
Yeah, I picked 2 Big Ten.
Let me tell y'all my problem. Because I got Coach Corey, I got Coach G, but then there's Westmore, right? So then there's NC, there's the NC State coach, there's the Louisville coach, and then there's the Iowa State coach.
Right.
So it's like I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure.
I mean, I could go with NC State. I could go. It's a number because I can go with. I just took Coach Vic because
Yeah, I was gonna say Coach Vic over the NC State coach.
Yeah, Coach Vic got one more time, take his jacket off and throw that some gun. So
And then he went to whining about the refs and everything. Yeah. See, it's the crying afterwards too that bothered me, man. Yeah. He was like, "They so loud, bro. They fans, bro. They paid their tickets. Why they yelling? Because they at the game, bro. What do you mean, bro?
Like, what you talking about? On the sideline, bro.
I can respect, West. I can respect the NC coach a little bit more than I can Coach Vic.
So, question: what is Kenny a bottom coach for you? Because of on the court stuff or off the court stuff?
Yeah, Kenny's a bottom coach. Kenny's a bottom coach definitely for off the stuff.
You say Kenny Brooks?
Yeah, Kenny Brooks.
Yeah, that's not even bottom 3. That's bottom. You know what I mean? That's
bottom. Yeah.
Like catfish. That's like catfish bottom.
Okay.
Not even whiting.
Hey, don't shoot.
I'm sorry.
Don't shoot. Look, hands up. I'm just reading what they say. At least if you say Coach Corey Close himself.
Let me
himself. Goodness gracious. Okay. Y'all really don't like. Okay, so Kenny, Kevin. So who was the one that took the picture with the angel sign? Is that McGuff? Who took the picture with the angel sign?
Is that McGuff?
Kennedy were definitely my bottom 3. About Lindsay. It was West.
West. Okay.
It was West. What do y'all think about that?
All I know, they better.
And was it a confirmed real picture? And then does that make him a bottom type of coach?
Oh man,
it's going up on a Friday.
Yeah, it's been one of those days, Coach. It's been one of those days, Coach. I ain't gonna hold you. I listen. We did a show earlier. They got to telling us, they was going crazy about Raven, so we had to come back and run a Raven show.
I didn't even say my part on Raven.
It was getting wild. It was getting wild.
Let me get this hot take off, and then you can give your piece on Ravens. So, hot take: Special K to South Carolina and Jersey to UConn. Who was half right? Mondo, half right. Westport just right now for taking that picture.
I think you got to.
So it was a real picture. Okay, go ahead, Coach.
All right, so first my bottom three. I got to go Finley, Iowa State. The time that the coach at time is forgetting. Finley. I got to go Vic Schaefer because I'm tired of him whining and farting on the sideline. Vic Schaefer, please, whine and fart at home, please. And then let me see after that. So I got Finley from Iowa State, Vic Schaefer in Texas, and one more, man. I'm between. It's a lot of others, but Kenny's a little suspect, so I'm gonna throw Kenny. I'm gonna throw Kenny under the court. I'm gonna throw Kenny under the court.
Hey,
that man removed.
Okay,
that man removed a girl's scholarship, man. Oh my God, you can't. That man removed a girl's scholarship.
That's why I gotta put him under the court. So this is all I wanted to share about Raven Johnson. Raven, TCU coach. I said TCU coach. I did. No, he's not good. He kind of.
Hey, I'm never playing poker with Jeremy. I can't tell if he's sad, mad, happy. I don't know what Jeremy.
Jeremy got that old school LL Cool J look, man.
I'm staying off the poker table. I'm staying off the poker table.
Hey, it's 11 o'clock.
I can't read Jeremy's face, man.
Wait, Coach. Before you go, what do you guys think about Carol Lawson?
Looking like Trey Songz video. No, I'm just like,
yeah.
Go ahead.
You said Carol Lawson?
Yeah. What do y'all think about Carol Lawson? Do y'all think she's top 5? I don't know how you feel about Carol Lawson, but do y'all think she's top 5?
No.
She's not top 5. She's trying to climb the charts. I have to get her credit for her latest defensive scheme.
Yeah, I was
say. So I give her credit for that.
She's a hell of a defensive coach, but she needs to work on the offense end. I give credit there.
I agree. Yeah, because Duke is too low scoring. If they're not hitting their threes, they you're right.
Ooh, Brittany got a high question.
Yeah, but go ahead and give your take on Raven before we get to that question. We'll give y'all a minute to think about that.
My take on Raven. My take on Raven is that what a point guard, a facilitator does is an extension of the coach. They are the living playbook on the court. They are that fifth and sixth assistant coach in a uniform, and they trust. They are a point guard, as a person that affords a coach not to waste the timeout because they can make the adjustment without the coach having to use the timeout. And so goes back to what Rob is saying about the intangibles. Everything she does, whether from practice to the game, you cannot see that in the box score. So therefore, even pro scouts know it's priceless what she does and how far she's come. Now, the reason why I think media she's hated because the body of work she did in that last championship and who she shut down. So exactly. The climate of the system we're in, the climate that we're in, she's going to get that media hate because she shut down some of the people's beloved. But therefore, what she did emotionally and mentally to shake off 1 year and to come back and get bigger and better and to know the assignment and to be a student of the game, you cannot coach that. This is something that someone went and did on their own. The coach didn't have to hype them up. The coach didn't have to gas them up. So people in fan world, you are missing out on gems because when a person is motivated by their failure and they go study for themselves, it is scary hours. So not only does she study defense, but as a point guard, you have to know every position in offense and know what it does and where it needs to be. So that is an offensive threat. So that's why a player like her knows how to score when she needs to score because she knows what everyone else needs to do and where they need to be. And that, my friends, is dangerous.
Facts.
All right, I like it. So let me get my underachieving coach that we're not talking about.
Kim Mulkey.
Nope. Jeff Walz.
Oh yeah.
Jeff
Walz.
Yeah. At Louisville.
I was just going to go there.
He spent the whole season. Looking like he couldn't score with buckets on the bench.
I listen. I got a 3-way tie. I got Louisville coach. I got NC State coach, and I just had it. Notre Dame. Those three are tie for me.
Mississippi State, Sam Purcell.
Mississippi State, Purcell. What do you think about Purcell?
Gimmicky. This is a gimmicky coach. And gimmick coaching, gimmick schemes usually come to a head is a shortcut to a dead end. That's usually what happens. Because it becomes an easy scout. There's no progressions to gimmick schemes.
Do y'all have any coaches that's gonna be the next hot thing that you really like what they doing, but they haven't won something yet? But as soon as they get a chance,
I like Kim Caldwell, but I feel like she needs to add more to what she's doing.
You know what?
So I like the excitement. So if she can add more to the portfolio, then I can be a believer. So I'm not a believer, but I like the energy. I like how she made a difference in a season and got them back into the tournament. And they had a challenging schedule just because of the SEC, and they played some significant non-conference schedules, and they got the UConn win. So congratulations to her in the first season. Now that they got film on you, let's see if you can make now they got film on how you coach. Now let's see if you got the counter action to that.
Malik, you think Walz did enough to develop the defense though?
I'm going to Mika Reed. I'm going until she get a better job. And she's at Charlotte right now. She came from she was at Jackson State. That's the one. Like if she gets a real opportunity at a big time job, watch the hell out.
Oh yeah, because Risa, she has a very good system that she runs. Very good.
What conference?
It's battle tested, and I don't. It's unique. It's something you could tell that she kind of hybrid and took herself and took some things and put it together. So you can't really, you could tell it's something that she meshed from different things she's learned and kind of put it together herself. So that's a great point.
Yeah. What conference do you think she'll be good at?
I don't even think the conference even matters because one thing about Tamika Reed, she understands how to thoroughly put a team together. She understands roster construction and how to win. And that's the part of a lot of coaches don't, because they think, well, just about talent, and we'll figure out the rest later. She's gonna really sit back and think, hey, do you fit this team or not? And she'll be willing to let you go if you don't fit the roster. But a lot of coaches hold on to you.
Okay. I got a question. What do y'all think about the University of Washington coach?
I like how she's putting together a team, and
she'll notice. She'll notice this year.
I thought I want to see what she do this year. She got Howell up there now, right? And then she got somebody coming in.
I know she got a team. She got a team up there this year. She don't know this year.
That's what I'm saying. I felt like she played some teams. I felt like she played some teams really, really well.
NYC.
If she made some moves like adding to her roster, that maybe they could beat the LSU this year. They played them really, really tough last year. Maybe they could beat the LSU this year.
I don't think LSU want to play them.
Like Hustle Man, who just came on looking like Hustle Man from the 5th floor?
That's James of Flatbush right there.
Flatbush.
You know
I'm always the Hustle Man, man. I'm always hustling.
You know he in New York. Them buildings just tell you he in New York.
Yeah, I knew it was New York. I saw the Browns from the bricks, baby.
Stay safe out there.
Let me ask y'all this: Is the Texas assistant coach the next assistant coach that should blow up?
Which one?
Jesus.
You know which coach I'm talking about.
Don't
act like that.
That beautiful queen.
You was talking about SEC.
I got one question.
Don't you start acting like that. Come on with the question. What you got?
Yeah.
I wonder who's that assistant coach at Tennessee that took over when Caldwell was in labor.
Oh, the assistant coach at Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. They took over when Caldwell was in labor. The young coach that was at her at Marquette. The young coach that was with her at Marquette. The one that almost did she almost beat Vic?
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, she almost did.
She almost beat Vic. She almost beat Vic, and then Kim had to come back when Dawn was coming to town. I don't remember her name, but I know who you talking about, Flatbush.
You think she's up and coming, Flatbush?
Well, we need like give it like a few more years, but we see some potential. So I see some potential in her.
You see
Yeah,
some potential there? Okay.
yeah,
I
because
mean, y'all know who I think is the y'all know
they
who
did
I
have a
think the next
lead.
up and coming assistant coach is, but I don't want to say her name because I don't want nobody to think that.
I can only imagine.
That's young. That's Khadijah Sessions.
That's it. All right.
That would be Sessions for me. That would be the next one.
I mean, I think so. I mean, I think that it's her generation. It'll be her time soon. It'll be Sessions' time soon. So,
I think she bring a new swag. I think she brings a different type of swag to the head coaching position.
yeah, the non-traditional, and that's what I'm ready for. Like, let's just be all stiff under the collar and all that. Just be yourself, and this is who I am, and this is how I connect.
Hey, Jeremy, you got to move your head left and right or something so that people know you ain't sleep. They think you done passed out over.
Is he froze up?
They said, Jeremy, wake up. I don't know. He sleep or what?
he
must have froze.
He froze, yeah, because it was like he was looking bionic. MJ Lover in the chat. MJ Lover in the house.
I see him in the chat.
MJ, what a happening?
Mr. Lover.
Is Simone Augustus next in line at LSU? Not if somebody else called first.
Yeah, man, that's
right.
That's
because
not after she smacked
Simone told y'all y'all asked Simone that question already. Simone said not if somebody else called first. It would be nice to be here, but if the WNBA or somebody else called, the goal is to be a head coach.
Yeah.
So yeah, it depends. If Kim move out the way quick enough, sure. But if somebody else called before, yeah, I'm out.
I'm interested to see what kind of roster she would construct at LSU being a head coach. Because, like, you think about it, like, they roster right now with all these styles and guards they got. What kind of conversation you finna have with them just to get rid of them?
Hey, you know how they do. Hey, coach wants you. Hey, man, coach said, come here.
The fact that you got 9 guards and 4 bigs is crazy.
Crazy work. Crazy work.
And y'all think G would help Simone? Y'all think G would stay with Simone?
I think he would.
Okay. So do y'all think G want to be a head coach?
Of course he do. You know what I'm saying? The way he recruiting. You crazy. Well, he hurt. Hey, listen, what you gonna tell me? I got all the top dogs at LSU. Can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, he went that 6 to 8 figures.
Why don't you think? Why you say G ain't a good recruiter to you, Aaron? Why not?
Because he spent that cash.
Oh, Jeremy ain't froze no more. He back. He wouldn't sleep. There you go. Hey, you not really gonna play, so I guess you pack your bags. That's the combo. Hey, let me tell you something. You ever heard of this place called the Portal? Let me show you how to get there. Bro, it's real simple.
No, listen.
Hey,
she gonna listen. Seth, she gonna ask that question. Have you ever been promoted to a customer? Let me show you what that look like.
not to a customer. What?
Yeah, man.
Okay, let me ask you this.
To a customer.
Let me ask you this. What does Penn State have to do for their transfer portal moves to be successful?
Not a goddamn thing.
What? Brittany said, pray.
Right.
No, hold on, wait a minute, wait. Whoa. Hey, look, I love it here. Man, I love it here. If you don't love it here, I don't know why you don't. I love it here. Run them likes up on all the platforms. Listen. So, wait a minute. Does McMillan want help? The problem? Wait a minute. Wait.
No.
McMillan is gonna have the greenest light ever at Penn State. Am I wrong?
Well, she made her bed. She's gonna have to lay on it.
She might average 24, 25 points this season.
Does she want help? No, that is the perfect situation for McMillan.
Come get your 25.
Okay, let me ask you this: it's 20. Okay, and I don't from what we've seen about Kiyomi, right? Do you believe that 25 points a game and a green light, the greenest light out there, is enough to keep her happy and at Penn State? Or does she want to win and play in tournaments?
The only thing that keep her happy as long as the other girls are in the gym. As long as they're in the gym with her, she'll be happy with it.
So it's not about the winning.
I don't see that. I don't get that vibe from Kiyomi and her camp and her business brand. I don't get that vibe, and that's just outside looking in. I haven't spent any close time. I haven't interviewed them personally, but I just don't get that vibe. I don't get that thing coming from her. I think 25, keep your bag up and get to the WNBA and do what you need to do. And some people are okay with that. And I think it's what right now, it just seems like, let me get everything I can right now. And that's what her business team is about. And if they okay with it, and she's okay with it, and Penn State's okay with it, and they get some good publicity, it's really a win-win-win for both parties, actually. Yep. Because they're gonna get some, some follows and some likes and some shares.
Here's the real thing. This season is all about is showing that she could be a better teammate to re-up on another bag. That's what this season is all about. I can show you I can help the team win. I could be a better teammate. I won't have the off the court antics. I got a little more maturity about myself. Let me get this so I can go get my next bag. Because she ain't being on long term. That ain't the plan. Because listen, the next excuse is gonna be, hey, I want to go play on the big stage. That's gonna be the next excuse.
I love us. Stevie Wonder wrote about it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Now you say she just need her gym buddies. Wanting to win at Penn State don't belong in the same sentence.
She ain't had no gym buddies at Rutgers. That's all. She's still looking for those.
So does gym buddies just mean, hey, I'm in the gym and you in here with me watching me shoot, or we in the gym getting better?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something it's in between. It's in the middle.
I need that right partner that can, that can play the right songs, you know what I'm saying, to get me hyped in the gym, but also understand to put up some shots.
Yeah.
So you saying they wasn't cheerleading enough? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what you want to call it.
Too much bloviating.
It was too much bloviating going on. You know what I'm saying? Not enough action. So
Gotcha. Okay. Luana, you ain't the only one. You'd be surprised some of the stuff I see in the chat. They come in here and they be like, "Hey ho," all kind of shit. Okay.
I do be some wild. Listen, if y'all can see the screen of what we actually see, like of the comments, it'd be wild. I'd be like, what? Like what?
When I'm in the chat, I see it.
Hey, you stop by the bodega, James? You stop by the bodega and get a Lucy?
You know what I mean? I see typos. I see autocorrect messing up stuff. I see all kind of stuff.
But Jeremy, don't worry about it. Here's the thing though. When you in the chat, you only see what's in the chat. You don't see what's been on all platforms. If somebody comment, We can see on every word. It's if somebody leaves on, we can see it. That's the difference. Like it's be a whole different other conversation.
Yeah, even when y'all be like, I retract that. It's like, you, I still see that retraction, buddy. You ain't took it back from me. I know what you said. It's all good. If you didn't know, you know now. Your retracted don't mean the retracted don't mean unsent. That don't mean unseen. I need you to know that. It just means you erased it off your part.
Right. Yeah. I already on the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, James, they said you done walked 10 miles, bro. They said you just walking and walking and walking.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why
they said you got here. You got us out here
like we in a Jill Scott,
like we in a Jill Scott commercial, man. Just a long walk, bro.
Train was gonna skip my stop. I had to walk.
Well, look here, man. If we gonna do all this walking, you gonna have to tell us where we going. We just ain't gonna be on this. We ain't gonna be on this trip going
the road to the Final Four. He on the road to the Final Four, okay?
What? Bro, what?
He just wanted to jump in here just to show you that y'all know it's up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, he like, man, New York in the house.
Yeah.
For real.
But that boy went from Brooklyn to Queens, didn't you, bro?
Bro, hey.
Nah, this is still Manhattan. It's still Manhattan.
Flatbush, hit that bridge. I want a cheesecake from Junior's. Let's go. Flatbush.
I'm nowhere near the bridge. I'm right close to where the Stonewall Inn is.
Flatbush. They said you're gonna be James of Inglewood, California in a minute, bro.
See you soon.
FM say James of Inglewood, California soon. Let's go. Hit that bridge. I want a cheesecake, Flatbush.
So I had to be myself because 12 was passing by.
All right, man. Be safe out there, man. Because if one more police, ride by, man, I know something.
Hold on, wait. Whoa. Let me tell you something. Flatbush, and I don't usually tell stories about stuff that happened in the mansion, but I'm gonna tell this story. Because usually what happened in the mansion stay in the mansion. But I'm gonna tell this story. Let me tell y'all something about Flatbush is a real New Yorker. I didn't understand New York. Not been to New York, had my fun, left out. Okay, Flatbush, we in the mansion talking. We in the mansion watching the game going on. Flatbush like I'm finna get on the train, right?
Right.
Flatbush get on the train. It's all good. Flatbush, we on the train. We watching the game. All of a sudden, Flatbush is like, what the fuck? They just stabbed my man on the train. Bro, I'm like, what? He like, yeah, just stabbed him on the train. Now I'm going to have to take a different train and go. I'm like, bro, are you even off the train yet? Like, wait. Before you start redirecting, bro, is you straight? They just wilding on the train like that? He was like, man, it happen all the time. It be like that on the train. So they gonna close this line down, and then I'm gonna get on it. I said, oh man, bro, hey, real New Yorker, y'all. I wasn't ready for it, bro. So he's straight. He's straight. Don't worry about Flatbush. He good.
That's New York, man.
On that A or the E, what be your line, James?
He done seen it all. Yeah. Flatbush head. Flatbush head on the swivel. Everything all right? I see you looking up and around.
Let us know. A and the E or what?
Wait, you at West 4th right now, right?
Okay, so you can get to it, Jeremy. Okay, we need somebody that can get to it quick if it's a problem. Okay, we don't know. You recognize?
I know where he's. I know exactly where he's at.
I need somebody to recognize where he at. Okay, you straight? He got to look at up and down and around. I don't know.
Bro, I was looking at this store right here. Oh shit, they got statues of Goku and Vegeta over here. And there's some anime over here. Okay.
To those of y'all who showed up for the Raven show, so did we. But nobody showed up for the smoke, and we just kicking it. But if it's somebody here who wanted to be in the that wanted to still bring that Raven smoke, we still here for it. Let us know. We'll drop the link.
I'm waiting for it too. Hey, your family, I gotta go. I'm about to go get something to eat real quick, so I'll see y'all. Thank y'all again.
All right, man. Appreciate you coming up, Jeremy.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, Jeremy.
James just moved over, so he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go over to the other car." He's like, it's straight. I'm just gonna just.
I'm just gonna get me something. Just gonna get me something to drink before I go on the train.
Oh, you got to take the train back.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question for y'all in the chat. Do y'all know somebody? Do y'all know a player named Shayla Smith? Shayla Smith from Pennsylvania. Gonna be playing with McMiller in the backcourt. Broke a record at her school. Previously held by Don. Supposed to be a hooper. What y'all know about Shayla Smith? Let me know.
I don't. I ain't gonna say I do.
Well, I didn't do my research too. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. You just gave me a name to go look up. I love to go learn about a player.
Yeah, appreciate that.
So which coach is supposedly good at developing guards if not Dawn? I don't know.
Good question.
Here's the thing. I keep trying to figure out, why do a coach just got to be good at developing guards or forwards or wing? Why you just can't be good at developing players?
Players, right. That's what a program's supposed to do, just develop players. Skills.
Somebody shooting. I don't know. Not somebody pretend to be a Raven hater so we can all this smoke. Man, they in the chat trying to still get their notes together.
One thing I get tired of.
They went out there to try to find some facts about Raven not being a point guard. They couldn't find them.
The only thing I get exhausted from, it's always Coca-Cola.
All right, listen, you gotta stay hydrated on that walk.
Well, we don't miss the water. We don't miss the water. We just get our water in, baby.
Yeah, you gotta stay hydrated. Don't miss the water, baby.
The thing I'm getting exhausted about is that someone saying coach didn't do their job when a player doesn't make a roster in the WNBA and the pro. I'm getting tired of that narrative. It is an individual's responsibility. The best, and then there's sometimes where the Baskonomics plays a role. And one thing I want to let everybody know, we're in a recession. So what you're going to see in WNBA and the NBA is you're going to see people looking out for their own. So it's not going to be the most time. I'm going to just put you on notice. It's going to be some Baskonomics to the knife power happening here, because people going to be looking out for their circle, because whether we like to admit it or not, we are in a recession economically. We in some tough financial times, and so people will be looking out for the people. So some of the cuts you see and waves you see in WNBA, now I'm going to say it's a little bit personal. The people trying to cover their people. It's like that, and that's not the...
Hey, it's always been like that with a job. It ain't about what you know, it's who you know. Sometimes to get in that door. That's the Baskonomics of it. Okay, so guard graveyard. So South Carolina is a guard graveyard. Why?
So who's out here developing guards at a high level consistently?
We'll wait.
No, they said that's what they asked. They asking the same question. That's right. So who did? So when was the last time a guard came out of Notre Dame that did something? Because they called Notre Dame guard you, but the coach that set Notre Dame right now ain't put no guard in the dub.
No,
none of them guards play for Ivy.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think none of them would have ever played for Ivy.
Here you go. Here you go.
Hey man, I'm being honest, no.
So you don't think that Ivy could have recruited them to Notre Dame?
I don't even think she could have. Do you really think she could have dealt with a Mayberry and an AO? Their attitude. You think she could have dealt with that?
Well, here's the other thing though. I don't know, because I can't tell what she can deal with. Because she didn't bring Olivia Miles in, right? And then Olivia Miles cut out. She bought Kate Coldwell in. As soon as Kate Coldwell hit the transfer portal, she cut out. So Hannah stayed, but I see her and Hannah hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Having meetings and everything, going over stuff. So they get along really good. So I don't know what Ivy has done. I thought that this was going to be the year, because to me, this was the year that Hannah had to win it. This is when she had the most help. This was when it had to get done. She was gonna have Olivia Miles healthy. She was still gonna have Sonya Citron. You had West Bell. Koval was supposed to come in and do some stuff. You had King, Prosper, all of this stuff, and then man, they lost in twos. And then it was 1, 2, 3 Cancun. So I'm still trying to figure out what Ivy does. Now, does she put that green on for Notre Dame? Man, yes, she do. She put that green on. Okay? She put that green on. You hear me? You hear me? And y'all done seen her. She got the matching stilettos and everything with her. You hear me? Y'all know the outfit I'm talking about.
Pumps in
the club. Oh, that little green, like,
yeah, you hear me?
Jumperish. Yeah, that little.
But come on now. Right, okay.
Oh man. Okay. He said,
this is a real basketball game too. 65-64. OKC up on Denver. Is there a reason y'all think guards are hard for any coach to consistently develop?
I don't think there's an issue. I think it comes down to an individual's work ethic at some point to get better once you get to a certain level. You know, at college level, the individual has to put the time in to get better. A coach doesn't wave a magic wand and say you have these skills. I mean, you got to be consistent in the gym and work on skills that you're going to actually use and things that you can actually apply in a game. You know, so
I mean
that's another part.
You know, the thing that bothers me now though is with this transfer portal is who actually gets credit for somebody that's going to the league.
Nobody. I'm using Brittany's word.
Is the development of the guard supposed to stop when they get to the dub? Like all the development you got is supposed to be in college, and that's supposed to carry you through the dub.
I mean, the reason why I asked that question,
hope not.
Because you could develop a guard for 4 years, and they can have that 5th year, and they can go somewhere else. But the team that they finish with is the team that's getting all the credit. And it's like, damn, what did they develop?
Nothing. They just ride the wave.
So here's the thing. And I'm glad y'all brought that one up, because what I struggle with is who does the development go to? So Allisha Gray. Is Allisha Gray who she is in the WNBA now if she doesn't go to South Carolina? Or did she need the development that she got at South Carolina to be able to go to have the success that she's had so far?
Yeah. I would take a pow situation because it's easier to spot. I mean, she went to Oregon the last 2 years. She finished at South Carolina, right? You seen the transformation of her body, the defense, offensive wide. Like you see the growth of her game,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So I would use pow in this situation just because for people that they might not have been watching college basketball at that point in time. They want to fathom and understand what it looks like.
That's a good point. So, let's look at Mylasia Fulwiley. When she gets to the dub, who will have the credit for the development, or will it depend on what she looks like at the end of her 4 years still?
I mean, so
they'll give it to Kim because all the thing they're gonna say is Dawn helped her back.
So, here's the real reality of it, because there's people that transfer to various high schools, but one, I believe there's strength in numbers. And then two, I believe in the African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. And so it takes multiple stops contribute to who a person is and what they become. And we're talking about basketball skills. So the reality of it is all the parts of their journey contribute to them becoming the success that they are too. And then that person, that player, continuing to work and to build on what has been given to them. Because if they're not exposed to that, then how they know that there's more to reach for? You see what I'm saying? If they're not held to a standard or pushed to a higher standard, then how do they know there's a greater standard to reach? And so, I think it takes multiple, for some it takes multiple stops. For one, it's one school, but we know, and we're talking about college level, we know in this NIL, in this portal era that we're in, we know that the average student is going to at least be at 2 to 3 schools, right? Okay. And so the thing is, did they get better? Did they build on something. The coach can only present the tools, but at the end of the day, did that player apply themselves? That person applied himself to get better, and then in their skill set.
So let me ask another question. Is there a situation where you could see somebody leaving a school because they needed more development off the court? They wanted what a coach could give them off the court more so than the developments they were getting on the court?
I think that's a great statement kind of question. I believe yes. Sometimes you didn't get some things at home or because your household situation, so you feel that you're missing something and you need that support, or some people will say nourishment, or chicken soup for the soul, so to say. We'll say it like that, right? And so yes, people may. So if the numbers line up with your feelings and you can go over there because you got to make a bag, then I think yes, you do that because that's something. That's a skill that you have for a lifetime. That's the intangible, right?
Yeah. Okay. I feel that. Do we think Lay enters the draft after her junior year?
Age-wise, is she eligible?
As currently constructed, I don't know if the CBA lets her in. If it changes and it's 21.
I think if they drop the age limit to 21, I think she will.
Yep.
I don't think she'll play 2 years at LSU.
I don't think she got interest in school.
Yeah. So let me ask this.
That's my biggest thing too.
So let me ask this: for 21, you still have to have finished college, though, right?
I mean, I don't think that'd be necessarily true.
No.
If they lower it, okay.
Yeah, if they lower the age, I don't think they're gonna necessarily. But also at the same time, you're talking about you can get your degree in 2.5 years if you're really doing it right.
Yeah, for sure.
In a sense, if that's the hiccup, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna find a way to graduate. Like that, that's one of the things they're gonna do.
Yeah.
They're gonna find.
They're gonna.
If I gotta pay to get this grade or whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna find a way to graduate. So I don't think that'll be an issue.
Shh! Don't be telling nobody people pay for grades. Don't do that.
I think I've seen this what Brittany put Brittany put an interesting comment in the chat, and I understand what you're saying with Notre Dame, with Ivy and Muffet, Graw, and also it's a different time. Pat Summitt and Muffet McGraw did not have the NIL. They didn't have, it was different. There were different hurdles they had to overcome, or different challenges they had to overcome in pushing the game forward. They were actually some of the trailblazers and pioneers, along with other players and coaches, pushing the game forward. I think so. That's the difference. Pat Summitt and Muffet McGraw were still in this pushing the game, to the women's game, to where it is. Not saying them alone, but part of that campaign that they're doing. So anytime a legendary coach retires and unfortunately or dies, passes away, that the next, doesn't matter if it's a former player, whoever, the next person to feel that it's going to be very tough. It's going to be I think unrealistic critique of the next coach, because when you had coaches there for such a long time, and you don't get that much anymore in these times. Coaches staying as long as Muffet did, as long as Pat does. And so I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I'm just kind of making a statement to your statement. One is the different time and era with the components that you have now with NIL versus the recruiting then versus now. And then two, it's just the longevity of some of these coaches. You don't have that same longevity. You don't see coaches staying as long as a Pat and a Muffet McGraw did. And so, and they didn't have some of the, it was just different. It was different in recruiting. That's it.
It was that time when you were supposed to grow up and get a good state job. That was the best state job you could get. One of the highest state employees one of the highest paid employees in the state. Right there, them coaching jobs. You get them good state benefits and everything. Yeah, they were living good. Let me say this real quick, Luana, because I want to make sure that I clear. When I say about credit to Malaysia, it's not about who Lay would say help develop her. It's not. I don't. It's not that. It's about when people say Dawn doesn't develop guards. Who would they give that credit to? Dawn Lay. I don't even think they'll ask her that question. They don't even ask them that question. Though that narrative and that conversation usually comes from people that are like why Dawn isn't great. She doesn't develop guards, but she has the best player in the world in the league. That don't matter because she didn't develop a guard. And it's like, well, make it make sense. Make it make sense.
I mean, I think with the media will give, Mulkey credit if that's the last stop. So some form of, I think, so the Basconomics of the media, I think they will go out of their way to do that. I think.
But the thing is, they don't. But here's the thing: if you're gonna give Mulkey that credit, but then also give her that heat, because tell me the guard that she's developed with her 4 championships and her being a great guard herself.
Right. Yeah.
Back in her day, who's the great guard? No, I'm not talking about you, coach. I'm saying in general, they don't put that pressure back on. That's not a standard that they hold Mulkey to. They don't say what guards did she develop. Carol Lawson, what guards did she develop? It's not their success isn't based on how successful their players are after they leave their programs and go get a job somewhere else. Like, can they give the boss that you had at the company you worked at before you at now credit for where you are? You supposed to do that at your job now, right? I don't understand that. It don't make no sense.
So this is what I want to say about like a Big Drip, Dawn, and even Raven. When you're great at something, when you have the scrutiny that you have, then that means people know that you're great and that you are a game changer and that you make a difference. So we're gonna go Raven first. As much disdain or people find stuff and they kind of twist and distort stories to make look like Raven is not that good, that means that they are a difference maker in the sport. Then let's go to Coach Dawn Staley. The reason why some of the things that they are, because she's a mover and a shaker behind the scenes. She's a mover and a shaker in the community. And why is that? Well, the community put up a statue in where she coaches at, not because of coaching basketball, because of the work that she's done in the community. And not because all the practices you made. You don't get a statue just because of all the wins. It gets because of what you've done in the community. And so therefore, coaching is more than just blowing a whistle at practice and managing rosters during game time. It's about, can you connect the community, bring a community together, and do you care about the community that you coach in? Do you sincerely care about the community and the growth of the community that you coach in? And so Big Drip is that's part of who she is, part of what she's come from, the toughness that she's coming from in North Philly. And so family and community is important to her. And she's a competitor. She wanted to build something, right, to last a lifetime, not for her, just for her, but because she wants to women's sports, women's basketball, women's sports. Not just basketball, women's sports, to have something. And so therefore, when you have that, you're going to have a lot of haters in the room, because it's about what she represents and about what she demands, about what she has done and what she's still doing. And so it's always going to be that unrealistic critique and double standard because of what? The good trouble and the good trouble that she's getting into.
Facts. Now, Coach, we'd have been on her all this time, and you ain't even gave out the score.
Because I was waiting for Auntie to say it was that time. If people want the score reverse for the night game, everybody wants score reverse.
You can get the score reverse in. You was talking about other stuff. I just hadn't mentioned it. Let's go ahead, get your score reverse and your pick'ems.
Because I got to wait for my show, but my producer, they used to say in my show, my producer to let me know when we on that segment. So here we go. Today was the 9th. We got Mother's Day coming up this Sunday. I always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. Sunday coming on Mother's Day. But we got Connecticut Sun 94, New York Liberty 86. Let's go with your scorers of this game. Let's go over to New York Liberty. We got Rebecca Gardiner 11, Kennedy Burke 10. Johannes is back in the building on the court with 12. We had Marquisha Davis. She had 10 points and she was +5 on your plus minus. She was +5 in the production. Oh, hey, in my hair, all right? James Flatbush said, "Oh, my hair, my eye, my eyelid, my contact." We got Sherrod. Sherrod had 11 points, and that was your scorer for Liberty. Yeah, that's funny. Like, oh, my heart. Here we go into the Connecticut Sun. They won this preseason game. Moments with Mabry. Mabry had a moment where she felt like being a Sun today in the preseason, so she scored 13 points. Tina Charles had 17, and she was positive 9 in the production there, so that's interesting. Ododa had 15 and positive 3 in plus minus production, and Sheldon 16 and was positive 6 in your what? In your plus minus production. So that is your scorer for the only one preseason game on Friday Night Lights. This has been brought to you by Wanda's Wings, Wigs, no bust downs, and I have an appointment for 8:30 tomorrow morning.
That's what I'm talking about. Yo, we gonna get to the pick'ems. We gonna get to the pick'ems, Coach. I think we got pick'ems for this weekend. Games on Saturday and Sunday. Can we get through the pick'ems, y'all? And then we're gonna get ready to wrap this thing up. I know that y'all came to see us talk about Raven. We dropped the links and we dropped the links and we dropped the links and we dropped the links, and they ducked all the smoke. So y'all know who was talking. When y'all see him in the streets out there in the internet on YouTube, ask him why they didn't pull up. Why they didn't pull up? Ask him. Let's go. Let's go with the pick'ems.
Yeah, where are they? Exactly. Where are they?
I see you looking for him, John. I see you looking for him, man.
Where they at? Where they at?
Matter of fact, we wanted to smoke so bad, man. James just out walking through New York City looking for folks that want to hit the link, man. We out here trying to find them. Let's go.
Come out and play. Here we go. I give them. You pick them. First game is 3 p.m. Eastern time on a Saturday. Indiana Fever against the ATL Dream with that new Coach Smesko from Florida Gulf Coast University. Who do you have? Fire up the chat. You got the Fever or the Dream? 1, 2, 3, go. Go a little something like this. Who you got? In Fever or Dream?
Fever or Dream?
I'm gonna go with Fever because Dream's trying to figure it out. Mondo, it's got Fever in there.
I'm going with the Dream. I gotta rock with the Dream.
I got the Fever. I got the Fever, but it's gotta be a close game.
I got the Fever for a flavor for a Pringle. Miracle
Rider. Dream. I gotta go with Dream. Pow, bow. Let's go.
Dream. Aaron. Dream. Amos. The Dream. Amor. Rooting for the Dream. Erica Higgins. Dream. Lisa Pugh. Where's your pick, Lisa? Where's your pick? Shonda Dore. Dream. Lisa Pugh. The Dream. Oh. It's not a bad pick either way. BG out there shooting 3. I know. BG out there. Coach, does your answer change if CC is out? No, it's not going to change. I just stuck with the Fever. I called it. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was getting Mondo, a dream, a simple fantasy. Mondo. Friday Night Live for Mondo. Lawana, dream. Lisa Pugh, James, you walking to Jersey, bruh.
Well, I got the Fever, but the Dream's going to keep it close.
You got the Fever with CC out on rest.
No, CC says she going to play.
Okay. So, all right. In 10 seconds, we're going to close this one out, move on to the next pick of Woody Mack, Fever, then Lisa Pugh, Dream. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Indian ATL pick'em is closed. On to the next one.
Bunny DeBarge was Mondo's secret crush. That's what he that's what you know about that DeBarge. He go back like that. Bunny DeBarge was his secret crush, man. We know what it is, Mondo. I see you.
This team is the Wings are playing 8 Eastern time, and I got to give you the whole name before I abbreviate it. Team Toyota Antelopes.
The Toyota Antelopes. They're a Japanese team.
Team Toyota Antelope. So you going with the Wings or Toyota? Fire up the chat. I give them. You pick them. 1, 2, 3. Get loose. Fire it up. And more Wings.
The reason why they set this up because the Dream got Maya Yamamoto playing for them, and she used to play for the Toyota Antelopes.
That's right. Hey, more Wings. Lisa Pugh Wings. Brittany, good point. Good point, James. Aha. There's some reason why you up here tonight. Aha. Aaron Wings. Erica Higgins picks Wings. Charmaine has Wings. Mondo, do you already pick with that pick of Amos Wings? Shonda Del Rey Wings. Small Wings. All right, just in a little bit, we're about to close it out, and we got one more pickup. 10 seconds on the clock.
I got the Wings.
You got the Wings, James and Flatbush got the Wings. Lemon pepper, Louisiana habanero.
Lemon pepper, brother.
Lemon pepper. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Mondo, I'm for the other team. You for the Toyota. Mondo, you on what? Friday Night Lights. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toyota and Wings pick'em game is closed. Brittany said Dallas Wings, chicken wings, Buffalo Wild Wings, and all those things. Wings. Wing me, please. Here we go. Last pick'em for Saturday, May 10th. We have 8 Eastern time game. Sky in the links. We got Sky in the links. I'm not sure if V Collins slated to play. I know there was like rest or something, load managing early, something like that. Somebody check it for me. I did not check my notifications. 1, 2, 3. Let it loose. Sky.
Hey, if Angel bullies Nafisa Collier like she did last game, then Sky will win.
So Sky will win. James said, if and how it will work. Shonda Del Rey, Sky, Lawana People, Sky, Amor, Sky, Aaron, Sky, Lisa Pugh, Sky, Erica Higgins, Sky, Charmaine, Sky, Small, Sky, Brittany, Sky, Amos, Sky, Michelle, AK85 Fly, Sky. All right, we getting ready to close it out for the night. 10 count. Get it in. Pause. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Mondo putting links. I knew you was coming with the countdown, Mondo. 4. You playing games, Mondo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick'ems is closed for Saturday game. Thank you, chat, for playing. I give them, and you picked them. This is sponsored by Wanda's Wings, and no bust downs. And I got an appointment for 8:30 in the morning for the fade. Back to you, Auntie.
Yo, we appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us. It's been fun. Listen, like I said, if y'all see him in the streets, let them know. We pulled up. They didn't show up. We dropped the link. They didn't click it. 5 of y'all still. Share this live out. Let's get some folks in here on a rewatch. Listen, y'all, we got the VIP. We got the VIP show live coming up on Monday. Don't miss it. Make sure that you join the VIP. I'll be around the Discord after this for sure. Pull up. We appreciate y'all support. Make sure y'all burn the likes up on all the platforms. Make sure y'all following us on all social medias. Rob the Man Media, Coach Coleman, James and Flatbush, I appreciate you pulling up. Jeremy, I appreciate you pulling up. Carolina Dirt, I appreciate you pulling up. We appreciate the support, y'all. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Shake my hand. Until us, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon.